Now that you've mastered G, A, and B, and just our general airflow of playing oboe and the balancing of the instrument, we're ready to start learning our first 5 notes that we're going to need for band, just in general. Our first note is going to be B flat. So we learned B was our first finger. We learned A was 2 fingers. This note fits in between. We're going to use our 2 fingers of our left hand, and we're adding the first finger of our right hand. So we have 1, 2 on, 3 off, 1 of the right hand on, 3 and 4 off, no pinky, nothing else, just 1, 2, and 1. That should sound just like the note we had when we were playing just our reed earlier. Our next note coming up to C, take that same fingering and just release our middle finger of our left hand. So we have 1 and 1. Still no pinky, still no thumb action. When we get to D, we start getting some different notation in our fingering chart. You'll notice there's a diamond in the middle of our first finger. That's indicating that our first finger is going to roll down or slide down, preferably roll, but it's going to open up the little hole that's in the middle of that first key. That's going to help us jump to the next register. With that finger rolled down, going to have our second, third finger also pressed, and our first, second, and third in our right hand. Still no pinkies, still no thumb. 6 fingers down, but with that half hole. You can see on C, I had my finger up high, and going to D, it rolled down as the other fingers hit their keys. Nothing went very far, because that would create too much extra motion. Visually distracting, but also is harder to coordinate everything. From D, we can play our first 2 songs that we have on the next page. But from that fingering, we can also jump to E flat, which we're going to use our bottom pinky key on our right hand. So we have 3 pinky keys. There's one with a ball in the middle. We're going to use the farthest one down, and you can see it's opening up a key right next to it. So we still have open half hole, no thumb, 2, 3, right hand 1, 2, 3, plus that pinky. That gets us to E flat. Now our next tricky thing is adding our register key, and on F, we're closing that first hole back up. So we're going to slide our first finger, or roll our first finger back up, while rolling our thumb to hit that octave key. We shouldn't need to jump around, because then we lose control of the instrument. So we're just gonna roll up to reach that register key on our thumb. You'll see there are 2 fingerings there for F, regardless of this motion we're adding. Those are 2 of our 3 primary F fingerings. The one we're going to be using the most today in skill 10 for the 4 songs, only 2 of which have Fs, it's going to look like our E flat, except we added the register key and rolled that first finger up. But we're going to have 1, 2, 3, bottom pinky key in the right hand, and then just remove that middle finger. So we're removing the middle finger, we're rolling the first finger up, and we're adding our thumb. That E flat to F transition, you're going to want to practice a lot because of the coordination involved with 3 fingers doing different things from 2 different hands. The other fingering you see there is, again, thumb, first, second, third, first all the way closed, 1 and 2, plus this little extra guy that's between our middle and ring fingers. So we have thumb, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and that extra guy above where our ring finger normally sits. This fingering is preferred when we're playing longer passages with that F. But you'll notice coming from D to F, got a weird slide jump. Same thing from E flat to F. So in the two songs we have below that use F, we're going to use what we call our forked fingering, like a dining fork, because our hand looks like this weird fork thing. So we're going to use that forked F, but you should know about this front F. The other option, some oboes have an extra key on top of our other left pinky keys. That's going to be used for a left F. I have an instrument that does have that. Let's see. So there's an extra key right on top. That's going to be our left F key. And that's going to do the same function as this extra guy that we used our right hand for. So that would be thumb, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, plus that left F key that I don't have on this particular instrument, and you may or may not have yourself, which is why it's not in that fingering chart there. But it's good to know about. But we want to normally use our forked F.